2x is less than 6 and, oh, close. If we had to make this guy, we can do that. We can go 2x, we can flip it and make this a negative 6. Okay? Totally okay. Is that how you all want to do it? So there's two ways. If you like that way, I won't even show you the other way. You want to flip and negate? Yes or no?
No, just leave it here.
What? Wait.
That is flipping and negating.
What?
All right. We write this one down. This is your positive value of this, right? Because you have to do a positive and a negative. So if you do the positive here, then you do the negative here. But if I change the negative here, I have to change the sign. Do we all like it? Okay, because I think that's probably the easiest of the two. How do you solve? Divide by 2. So x is less than 3. Divide by 2 again. X is greater than negative 3. All good?
Yeah.
What can you not forget on absolute value?
If it's negative, you gotta flip it.
Negative, you got to flip, and there's how many answers?
1,
2. There's always 2 answers. So when we graph this, what goes on my number line?
Negative 3 and 3.
In which order?
Negative 3 and 3.
Okay, so open or close on negative 3?
Open
Shaded?
to the left, right.
3?
Open to the left.
Okay, how do I write this now? Negative 3x3. What signs go in there? This is a review. Greater than?
Wouldn't it be going that way?
Negative 3 is greater than 4.
So if I put in 0, negative 3 is greater than 0. True or false?
It's false.
False. So it's not greater than, it's less than. All
Wait,
good?
I don't get why it doesn't go the out way. What? Like,
Why would you think it went the out way?
because doesn't it go the arrows pointing?
Only if the x is on the left, which in this case it is. And it is going the way the arrow's pointing. X is less than 3. You're at 3, you go this way.
She's looking at it to put the 3 in before the negative.
Oh no, you gotta do your number line right.
Uh-huh.
Negative 3 is before 3 on the number line.
You're looking at it up there. You're looking at the arrows going that way.
Okay.
Marlena? Yes. What this is, if I say the absolute value of 6, what does that equal? What's the absolute value of negative 6? 6. So you let this guy equal positive 6 and negative 6 is what we've done.
Because from 0, so even like on our practice one, there's like a negative 3, so you don't keep that as a change.
No.
So you can just put 2x minus 3 is greater than 1.
And?
Then you flip it.
Yes.
That's weird.
I'm sorry. Because it can be either negative 1 or 1.
So
The inside can be negative 1 or 1. Because you're asking what the absolute value can be. The absolute value of the inside can either be 1 or negative 1. Does that make sense? Okay. This here, in here, can be 1 or negative 1. Agreed? Because I can either be 1 to get to 1, or if this equals negative 1, it would still be 1. That's absolute value. So it has 2 options. So you have to write both options. So you write the first one is where the x is the 1. Good? And the second one is where the x is the negative 1. But if I change it to a negative 1, I have to flip my inequality. That's all. Yep. Never. Well, yep. And it doesn't matter because it's a whole value that equals that, not the sign itself.
we just look at the same answer. Well, okay, never mind. Let's just do this.
No, you would not. Okay, solve yours, and I just did half your work for you. That's bad. Okay, so the first one you added 3. Then you divided by, and x is greater than 2. Second one, you
Add a 3. Divided by 2.
Number line, we have 1 and 2. So if we look at this, x is greater than 2. Open or close?
Open
To the other one?
Open to the left.
And or?
Or,
Okay, how would you write it?
so it would be, okay, so you would have 2. Well, you can have -1 for that one. If you
This one? -1. So if you plug in -1. 1 is what then -1?
want. Greater than -1.
1 is greater than -1.
4.
4.
Then 4 is greater than
So we got greater than signs. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay, now, next one. Where is the middle of the graph? Where's the middle of my graph?
0.
Zero's way over here.
-1.
Oh, dang.
No, that's not the middle.
1 point.
Yes, 1.5. The middle of the graph is 1.5. How far away are the dots from 1.5? 0.5, and that's your distance. That's just what you have to remember, because it's 0.5 both directions. Because absolute value finds the middle and how far away it is. Now we're going to show you how to write that out. Are we ready?
Mhm.
Yes, yes, and yes?
Yes.
Okay. Here's my graph. How do you find the middle between two numbers?
You
Add and divide by 2. So your first step is to find the middle. So step 1. So you take 4 plus 10, which is what?
14.
Divide it by 2? 7. So here's my middle. Good? Next, we have to find the distance. How do we find the distance from 10 to 7? We subtract. 10 minus 7 is 3. So this distance is 3. What's this distance over here? 3. It better be because the other one's the middle, right? So do we care which one we do? No. So we got the middle, we have the distance. Now remember, absolute value is distance from 0. Well, if my middle is 7, everybody's here, I have to make that 0. How do I make it 0? Yeah, subtract 7. So now x minus 7 equals 0. Is everybody good so far? Okay, that's your absolute value. Okay? Because it's the middle. Now I have to know the distance. What's the distance? 3. Okay, so my distance is 3 away. So I'm here. Can I be less than 3 or greater than 3 away from the middle? Plus. Nuh-uh. If I'm greater than 3, I'd be at 11. That wouldn't work. If I'm less than 3, I'm on the inside. Can it be equal to?
Wait, I don't get that what you just said.
Okay, you're at 7.
Yeah.
Now you got to figure out if you're more than 3 away or less than 3 away. Because 3 is your distance. Understood the 3? Okay, now 9 counts, right? So if I was more than 3 away from 7, I would be at 11 or 12 or 13. Those don't count, so not shaded, so it's not greater than.
But if it's less, then you'd be on 3.
I'd be on the inside. Yep. Because if I was 2 away, I'd be at 9. If I was 1 away, I'd be at 8. Making sense?
No.
What part doesn't make sense?
If you just keep going on, I'll catch on.
I'm just confused on how you get the sign like the less than equals
Yeah.
So you want to see how I cheat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take the middle number and the very last number. Okay, 7 is what then 10?
Less than. Then where do you put equal to?
If it looked if it's open or closed. And then I'm done. That's how I cheat. Okay? If you're going 5 for what?
Because you said like you started at 9, but why can't you use like the 6?
I always use the positive direction because this side is the negative direction from the middle, and the negative direction always messes people up. So I always use the positive when we do it. You can. There's nothing wrong with it.
Wouldn't it be weird because
No, because when you do it, it's like 6 is how far away from 7? 1. And 5 is 2 away. And 3 away.
oh, so 3 is like the most you can
3 is the most you can be away from the 7.
that's the distance.
That's the distance. That help? Okay.
Okay, did you get the 10 for like the highest number on the thing?
Yep.
Oh,
That's what I did. Good? You need for the cheat? For
no,
cheating for the...
no, for the distance from the middle to the end. Do you
Oh,
use
yes, I picked the highest one minus the middle. Okay, next question.
We've done this before.
I hope so. Can absolute value ever equal a negative number?
Yes.
No.
Not equal. I could never say the absolute value of x is less than negative 2. Can I do that?
Yes.
No, because absolute value is always positive. So this is no solution. That's not possible. Just making sure. Just a little side bit there. In case it shows up on your homework. Okay, your turn. You done already?
Yes.
Everybody's happy? So first thing you found the middle. This is the middle. This is the distance. And then this was the direction. Any questions? That was well done. Everybody's happy? Okay. All right, now you have to do it from words. No, words is actually easier because they give you all the information. There's no math. Okay, numbers that are at least 3 units from negative 2. So when your know, don't know chart, you need, no, it's simple. You need to find the middle, the distance, and then write the equation. Okay, I'm saying the numbers are at least 3 units from negative 2. Which one is the distance? Which one is the middle?
The middle's the negative 2.
The middle is the negative 2. So what's the distance?
3.
3. So I know that my middle equals negative 2, or x equals negative 2, and you have to set it equal to 0, right?
Yeah.
So add 2 to both sides. X plus 2 is your absolute value. Your distance is 3. Now it says at least, so you have to think. You had at least $3 in your wallet. So do you have 3 or more, or 3 or less? 3 or more. So it is a greater. Go ahead.
The words did not figure out your interesting.
Yes.
You want to explain that?
Yes, we are. Okay, now we're on another story problem.
This just looks confusing.
Oh, it's easy. Your cycle.
Fractions.
How do you know put like a line under the...
If I said at least 3, does that mean you can have 3? Yes, that's how you know it's easy. You got to think about what the words mean. Okay? If I said I had more than 3, then it'd just be greater. Good?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. You're working for a siding company. It's your job to cut the siding. It must be 9-foot sections. You can be off by 1/8 of an inch, or you're fine. Okay, so what's the middle and what's the distance? What should every siding piece be?
9 feet.
9 feet. So what is that?
middle.
Your middle. No, what it has to be, the middle and the distance. You have to cut them 9 feet long. Okay. You have to be within 1/4 of an inch. Because if you're more than 1/4 of an inch, what's going to happen?
You're gonna be too long.
Too long or too short. Your siding's not going to fit, right? And then the owner's going to get water on the side of the house and it's going to rot and you're going to get sued and you're going to be broke. All that.
Life.
I told you it's going to happen. Okay, so your distance is how big? How far off can you be? 1/8 of an inch. So my middle is 9. I have to set it equal to 0, right? Subtract 9. So in your absolute value, you have x minus 9. I can be off 1/8 of an inch. Okay, can I be more than 1/8 or less than 1/8? Less than 1/8. Can I be equal to 1/8? Yes. Then, what do you think?
I like these
I
better.
don't like it. I don't like it.
How do you not like these? These are fun.
I like the
You're
ones
not
that
the teacher, of course
before
it's
the-
Oh, the way that, yep, with the picture.
Yeah.
You can draw the picture if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, like your number line. So like if you're here, if the pictures help you, you put 9 in the middle. I can be 9 1/8 this way. If I subtract an 1/8, I'm at 8 7/8. If that helps you. Put your middle in and put your distances, and then you can go. Don't have to, but you can. Good? Okay, you guys are on story problems. Get yours done. Minus or a plus. And what you do is you look at your middle. All right? So your middle is equal to 89. There so far?
Yeah.
So x equals 89. But what's the definition of absolute value? Distance from 0. So I have to make this equal 0.
So minus 8.
So in order to get it to equal 0, I have to subtract 89. Or you can just flip the signs. So whatever this is, because that's my 0, goes there. Nope. Or you can just switch the signs. Yeah, done.
I feel like that's not enough.
I'm sorry. I can make it harder somehow.
No.
Okay, happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be coming in after school.
I mean, it's kind of confusing, but it's alright.
What's confusing?
Just the fact that